What's your point of saying anybody can make that excuse? They attacked America
Oh
or
my
something.
God,
We're
so
looking
annoying.
for it because you just gagged and now you want to act like
I'm
you're
not
right about
gagging.
Talking about they wouldn't let me wear a cowboy hat.
I'm out of it. This is you're literally reading something to fit your narrative. Hey everyone, you are listening to I Hope They're Not Listening with Amber Rose and my co-host Joey. Woo!
Just call me Texas Joe.
You swear you Beyonce today.
Howdy, partner. Hey, Beyonce is from Houston, Texas. She is a hometown hero, but I've been wearing my cowboy hat. You know that.
Yeah, you have. Okay. I'll give you that.
But I will go ahead and complain about everyone else who's putting on their Western wear now. I saw a lot of cheap straw hats, and I'm just here to say it's fine. You can do that, but I hate it. So
yeah, I will give you that. I feel like you've been wearing cowboy hats for a very long time. I've known you for almost 10 years now. Kind of been your thing, but do you feel like you're like revamping the style now? Because it's like,
yeah, I feel like I want to do more, but I almost feel like scared because it's such a trend now. But I think I'm gonna do some stuff, do some things, modernize my cowboy look, you know, and less Western, more like modern cowboy.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
So what's going on, Joe? How's life?
Life is great, you know. I was just in Houston. You know, I got to visit my mom, my nieces, my nephews, my friends. It was my birthday.
Happy birthday. Woo! Aries, they're crazy. So.
Yeah, that's funny because we were just looking at that thing where there's a nightclub in NYC saying basically they don't allow Aries to come into their club because they would have fights, and they kind of like figured out, you know, that the people fighting were Aries. They're born between March 21st and April, whatever. But that's the April Aries that just be swinging on people. Okay. The March Aries, we can swing too, but we don't want to.
Yeah, leave a comment and let us know how you feel about Aries, because I'm curious. Because you like to argue, but you don't really like to fight.
Yeah, I don't like fighting because it's just like, especially as an adult, it's like I'm not trying to get punched in the face. I don't want a black eye. I don't, you know, I'm supposed to be a model. It's like I can't show up to work with a black eye. You know what I mean? This is gonna fuck up my paycheck.
Right.
So, but I will defend. I will. You know,
same.
You have to defend. You have to defend.
That's how I am. I'm not really like a fighter. I don't talk shit. I don't want to start shit.
Yeah,
like,
because that's not.
I'll
fun.
fucking finish it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Got to.
Yeah, a lot of people like fighting. They just like enjoy it. They get a rush from it. And when you fight, you do get a rush from it, but it makes me emotional. It makes me like want to go cry in a corner afterwards because it's just like,
it either.
I really fucked them up and I didn't want to do that. Nah.
I feel like growing up in Philly fighting, like I always cried afterwards.
Yeah.
You know
That's so funny.
You just cry. You just be like, fuck.
It's super emotional, I guess. Yeah. I only fought my brother growing up. I never had like fights with kids at school. I had one fight in the 3rd grade, but we kind of just rolled around because it's just like weird. Yeah. But me and my brother, we used to
go crazy.
Yeah, go crazy. And my mom would be like, "Oh my God, just stop."
That's how I am with Bash and Splash. I'm like, can you please stop?
No, don't let and they're only what, 4 years or 6? No, they 6 years.
6 years apart.
So they probably won't be swinging on each other. Hopefully.
Yeah, no, it don't get that crazy.
Nah. But I'm saying when they get older, you know what I'm saying? Because like
I gotta jump in it. You
got to, but Bash already pretty much your height, so Slash is gonna be tall too. So at some point, that's what I mean. My mom, there was nothing to do besides like scream at us because jumping in, you can't move both of us. We're stronger than you. It's just like you kind of gotta like let it play its course and hope we don't kill each other. You know?
Damn. And how far apart are you and your brother?
We're only 4 years.
So, okay.
Yeah. And I used to be like, I can't believe you just fought me like that, bro. And he'd be like, you lucky you my brother. And I'm like,
oh my God.
Damn. But I used to see him fight on the street too. So I'm like, okay, I see there is a difference.
Yeah.
Like you're not killing me.
Right. Little love
my
taps.
brother used to be stumping. No, they weren't love taps. That's the problem. It was like real fighting, but he fought people.
No, I'm
even
saying
worse.
they're love taps compared to what he would do on the street.
Right. To him, I guess. I used to be like, damn, bro, I'm your little brother. Like, goddamn. I remember one time I finally swung and got him in his face. He was pissed.
You're like, ha ha.
I can't even, like, that's what gets me when people like pick fights with you and when you finally defend yourself and they're mad that you swung on them.
Yeah, they're just like, oh my God, I can't believe that you did this. It's like, no, you started it.
You literally started it. I had somebody doing that to me one time. They were in my face all the time. Like anytime we get in an argument, they would get in my face. And this one time they was like squaring up with me. And I like was like, please back up, please. And they wouldn't. So I just swung one time and they fell to the ground. I was like, I can't believe you hit me. I'm like, what else are you supposed to do after someone just keeps getting in your face?
Right.
I don't know.
Especially if they have a history of swinging on people. It's like, you might as well swing first.
You might as well swing first at that point.
So, we're going to Coachella.
We are. Coachella. This is like the 30th year. I mean, you probably going for 30 years. I've been going the last like 9 minus COVID, probably
9. Yeah. I've been going for 13 years. Every single year.
Right.
Crazy.
So how do you feel about Coachella since you've been going for like over a decade? Like, how has it changed?
So I would say years ago, maybe 6-7 years ago, I was on stage with Beyonce, Jay-Z.
Right.
And this is after I had Sebastian. Because I feel like I was still a little chunky back then. Like, I still didn't fully lose the baby weight. I remember that. And I ran into Beyonce and she's like, come on stage. We're going to watch Kid Cudi. And I'm like, okay. And, you know, I had known her previously in previous years. And she's like, Jay, can you go get us margaritas?
Right.
And we're like just sitting on the side of the stage, watching Kid Cudi, drinking margaritas, hee ha ha, and you know, and like
iconic.
Now it's pretty iconic, yeah. But now it's like I feel like a lot of celebrities haven't been there in recent years. You know, I'll see a couple people here and there, maybe like late at night to just watch the headliner.
Right.
But before, I mean, you would see a Beyonce on a golf cart just, you know, driving around, having fun. It's a bit different now. I think that Coachella made it very difficult to move around.
Definitely,
yeah. So it kind of made people be like, man, I don't kind of want to deal with the hassle. But I love Coachella because I don't really have much family. And I feel like we've created like a tradition for us where this is something that we do every year. Like, our family. And I love that. We get to bond and we get to dance and we get to, you know, just kind of let loose a little bit. So it's fun.
It's like a little mini vacation to the desert. And we get to like hang out and have fun. And sometimes there are artists that are performing that are sick. So we do get to see some sick like artists.
Hell
so it's pretty cool like to just have them all there. But yeah, the way that like even when I first started going, I feel like it was easier to move around. It was like
it was.
You know, you could just kind of pull up if you're a celebrity. They're kind of like, oh yeah, come like let them through. They got the right passes or whatever. But now it's like you have to have the specific band to get in the specific area. I don't care if you're Tom Cruise, babes. You're not getting in.
They don't give a.
And I feel like I understand celebrity culture like not being accepted everywhere, but in California, it's like, bro, let them celebrities in. They're like a big part of the financial industry, I'm sure. Like famous people, actors, you know, reality stars, like artists and stuff. So it's like they kind of do have a little like, you know, they are like kind of like up there a little bit. So I feel like you should kind of treat them a little, not better, but it's like if Tom Cruise pull up, it's like let him in.
Right.
Like, come on now. It's Tom Cruise.
I know.
Like, come on.
That's how they are, though. That's how they got, they got like that. Because before it was like all access for just everyone. Golf carts and all that shit. You can't even get that shit anymore. But we do have an amazing time when we go.
We still have it.
Last year, we saw Calvin Harris. That shit was so much fun. Me and Joe, you can go to my Instagram and watch us dance.
Right, we're dancing. We love to dance.
We do love to dance.
Yeah, we still have fun because one, you're chill, so like you're down to earth, and I mean we all are. Everyone we go with is usually down to earth. There have been times where we've like linked up with people while we were there, and we instantly regretted it because it's just always those few people who just don't know how to chill and just have a good time,
right?
And they're like, oh, well, we have to go here, and we have to, oh my God, I ain't gonna lie. The one time when Beyonce's performing and they wanted to leave early, I was like, how are you? What do you mean you want to leave early for Neon Carnival? You want to beat the traffic?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I know.
But it was cool because we went back the next weekend, and that weekend I didn't play. I made sure I was front row and center for Beyonce's concert.
Yes, we did see Beyonce two times in a row.
Beachella.
Yeah, that was fire. That was super fire.
So who are we going with this time, you know?
So we're going with our friend Brandon King. And then my friend Shelby, she got her own ticket, but she's going to stay with us.
Right.
And so it's 4 of us this year. Usually it's me, you, and Brian.
Yeah.
But Brian is on tour with Keisha Cole, living his best life. Yeah, shout out to Keisha. And so he can't come with us this year. So it's kind of breaking our tradition a little bit.
It is.
But
it's cool. We'll still have fun. Brandon's definitely fun. Shelby's definitely fun. By the way, Shelby does like, she Lizzo's hairstyles, all the cool hairstyles Lizzo has.
Yeah.
That's Shelby.
Yeah, that's Shelby.
So, and she's a rapper, so she'll probably be freestyling probably, you know.
Yes.
Nah.
She has a whole Christmas album. So make sure you cop the Christmas album.
Right. She twerks really.
Santa gives her some dick That's basically
Oh, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, what? Santa gave
that.
us some big. What's going
Santa,
on?
that's her
No,
Christmas
that is
album.
the album.
Yeah.
And she's the cookies. Okay.
Period.
But nah, Shelby's great. Love Shelby.
We
She's
love
always
Shelby.
been cool.
Mm-hmm.
What else is it about Coachella? Well, we did talk about. Oh, like I guess a day. What's like a day in the life of Coachella? I guess like.
I feel like a day in the life at Coachella is we get like a really nice Airbnb every year.
Mm-hmm.
We sit outside, we be at the pool, we get like a little tan by the pool like during the day.
Right.
We go swimming, and then, you know, we get in the shower, we get dressed, we take some shots.
Definitely take shots.
We might eat a little something because we just want to look slim and trim.
Of course.
So we'll eat a little.
Right. And you look slim and trim anyways because it's like you're doing so much walking.
Yes. Oh my God. Coachella's like 10 miles of walking like a day.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing a lot of walking. And then, and then we just go to the bar and we kind of just, and we're not really big drinkers either. Like me and Joe, we don't drink like that. But during the Coachella, well,
like you just want to get a little toasty.
Yeah.
But I will say, you know, they have to put ice. They don't serve shots. It's like
I know, because they don't want people to get too fucked up.
Yeah, because it's like hot in the field. They know people are on drugs already, so it's like, you know, it just in the field when you walk through the general admission. Like let's say you want to like take a little shortcut instead of walking all around, because it's like Coachella's. This is where all the stages are in the middle, and then like you can walk around like the whole grounds.
That's like the VIP part,
right? Exactly. To get you can if you go in the VIP, or even if you're in I guess when you're in general admission, you don't need to go anywhere else. But
no, you can walk straight through the field.
Right. So when you're in general admission, you walk straight through. Like you just see people like that's what they call zombie land, because there's a lot of people who are just like seem to be camping out, sleeping on ecstasy, cocaine. I don't know. They're just.
We should try Molly this year. I feel like
I tried it already. No,
I've never done Molly before.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do like a little piece because I'm nervous.
Yeah. Just no. I would definitely not suggest you do a little piece. I've done Molly at Coachella as well before, and it was fun. It was definitely fun. I will say that. But also I'll say like, you know, if you're not staying close to Coachella, the actual festival, you probably shouldn't do your drugs before you get in the car, because you'll probably be done with the drugs by the time you get through the traffic, and you'll just be coming down once you get to Coachella, because the traffic makes it. If you're 15 minutes away, traffic might be like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
so if you're like 30 minutes away, it's giving an hour or 45 minutes.
Not us telling people to do drugs at Coachella,
right? You know, don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. We really don't do drugs, but I might try a little Molly. I don't know.
Yeah, she definitely don't do no drugs.
I don't do shit.
I definitely tried my Molly and didn't talk about it. But
and I also be saying this shit every year and I never do it.
Right, she don't. Because like you really don't need, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like obviously drugs can be fine. They make you feel different than you normally feel. But actually I'm sober from weed, so I don't even know if I even care about doing drugs these days. Like, honestly,
are you not gonna smoke at Coachella?
No, because I don't want to break my soberness. I was just reading about Steve-O from Jackass.
Yeah. And
how he's like 16 years sober. And he was about to do someone's show. I don't know who it was. I forgot if it was John. I forgot. But they didn't want to like not smoke weed while he was there, so he declined it. And it kind of just gave me some reinforcement. I was just like, you know what? Like, I don't think about smoking weed, so I don't want to just go to a festival and be like, oh, since I'm here, I'm just going to smoke, because then I'll just be doing Molly after that, and then
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? I'll just stick to the drinking, even though that's terrible too. No shade. Like, alcohol is terrible.
All right, well, I'll just drink with you, Joe.
Yeah, I don't want to do any drugs, actually. Like,
fuck that shit.
I just remembered I'm sober. But I feel great about not smoking weed, by the way.
Yeah, that's good.
Even though my throat is still fucked up. Training for Coachella body.
Yes, we've been in the gym every day.
Right. We definitely have been in the gym. A lot of people have been using Ozempic. And I don't care about people using Ozempic. I see a lot of people on the internet like trying to judge people. Yeah. It's like there's always somebody judging you around the corner. It's like you can't do a goddamn thing without somebody feeling some type of way about it.
That's the internet.
It's like go to the gym. Are you in the gym? Like,
right. And also some things are just
I'm in the gym.
No, we're definitely in the gym, but I do feel like, you know, some people, the gym is just not enough. Yeah, and I feel like Ozempic can give them a good head start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like even like gastric bypass surgery or like a sleeve or whatever they do, like for people that are like more obese.
Yeah.
To kind of just give them a head start. You know what I mean? And so I don't see nothing wrong with it. People need to just mind their business and let people do what they want.
Yeah, because it's like if you do the Ozempic, they judge you. If you're fat, they judge you.
Yeah.
So just be fat.
Yeah, and if you're too skinny, they judge you. It's like, eat something, girl. And it's like,
yeah, and
some people just naturally skinny.
Yeah, no, I don't think people should abuse stuff, obviously, but it's like use it to get a head start, use it to like get to the weight you want to get to, and then pay it. Shit.
And pay it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's next on the agenda?
Gwen Stefani, she's like performing.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
So like obviously I know the Gwen from the 90s only because like I've heard those songs, but I was more the Gwen when she was like
solo
with Eve, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's when she went solo.
Right, exactly.
This is No Doubt.
Right, it's No Doubt. Yeah.
So this is like my era. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Janice and Maria and Rebecca. This is what we used to listen to in the 6th, 7th, 8th grade. No Doubt. Spiderwebs, Just a Girl, you know, so I'm sure she's gonna do some of her solo hits too.
She probably will. She's gonna like take a break, guys.
I was initially gonna like dress like Gwen Stefani, but then I couldn't really find the right mesh tops and all that, so I decided to go another route and shit. But I used to dress like Gwen Stefani all the time when I was young. It was like a mixture of like Aaliyah, Gwen, and like Avril Lavigne. You know,
like baggy, I would wear like baggy clothes.
Yeah, like baggy with like the tight top. You know, like they all kind of had like that swag, but then I would like mix and match. You know,
and that's when you still had hair.
That's when I still had hair. Okay. Yeah, so I would do like a ponytail, and then I would do like a little curl in the front. Like,
have you ever seen Gwen perform live before though? I mean, no.
So
doubt.
one time I was at Coachella, and I think Pharrell was on stage, and this is when they used to let you be on the side of the stage, and he brought out Gwen. And the crowd went crazy. So I do remember that. But that was about it.
That was at Coachella too?
Yeah, that was at Coachella years ago.
So I wonder, like, so I guess like she is gonna be performing with No Doubt. So like you said, she probably will do some songs. I feel like there's this one song that's playing in my head. I think it was Cool. Like I think it was called Cool. And it's like, I know you're cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was when she was solo though. Well, like that's like one of my favorite songs probably from her.
It's a great song.
But what song do you like want to see her perform from No Doubt? Well, I keep saying her, but I know it's No Doubt. Like,
yeah, No Doubt. I'm just hoping she does like album cuts, like Sunday Morning, Spiderwebs. Obviously, Just a Girl. She's gonna do. I'm sure she's gonna do that last.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I like her solo shit too. I wonder if she brings Eve. I mean, that would be tight.
That would be sick, actually.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Okay, Philly in the building.
Yeah, period.
I always wonder about artists when they perform it. Like, I always think, like, why not perform all the songs on your album?
Well, that would be for, like, your fans, because some shit is just album cuts.
Yeah, of course.
That the fans love, but, like, the masses, they're just like, what song is it? Songs. They want to hear the hits.
Right, I get that. I guess, that makes sense. Like, if you're on a tour, it's like, and if you have, like, 10 albums, it's like, obviously, you can't perform every album.
Right.
But I guess I'll just be thinking about some artists, like, when they drop a new album, I'm like, I want to hear you perform every song. Like,
yeah.
No.
Like, I'll tell you, I'm never disappointed with Mariah Carey. She always just does all the hits, and it's just fire. System of a Down, they do all, like, even if it's an album cut, it's like fire album cut. So, yeah, I think No Doubt they're going to do the damn thing for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be lit. I'm sure there'll be a lot of punk rockers jumping around and posers. But
it's going to be me.
Right, like we kind of do give like that punk rock vibe a little bit.
Yeah, we're definitely punk rock for sure.
Bash texting me talking about Joey.
What's he want?
Let me see. He'll be like, Slash is bothering me.
He's gonna say, tell mom to order me food.
Yeah, he said, can you give me Panda Express?
I do it. Tell me I don't know my son. I know my
hilarious. Son. I'm like, bro, we're doing the pod. Bro. Let me see.
Just say she'll order it in a second.
Okay. Not Panda Express.
Chels, can you bring my phone in my purse so I could order my children Panda Express?
It's like, this is like, are we excited to see any celebrities like outside of the festival? But like, you just never know who's coming anyways.
Thank you.
You never know who's coming to the festival anyways. I never care. I just feel like it's like what you were talking about yesterday about how there's not much hype around celebrities.
Yeah.
Like, because everyone's famous now from YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. So it's like, you see people and you're just like, oh, that's so-and-so. Are we excited to see anybody outside of the festival, you know? Like,
no, f them people.
Right. Are we excited? Are there any hot guys we're taking?
No.
It's like, we wish.
I feel like we go to Coachella every year and there's no hot guys.
No,
not that they're not there, but we don't see
hot
them.
Guys, we just don't talk to them.
I don't see them.
I feel like there's been a lot.
Or they don't talk to me.
I feel like there's been hot guys that have talked to you, but it's just not interesting. It's just boring. It's just like, it's not enough. It's just like, what next? I've seen plenty of hot guys talk to her, by the way. I'm not even kidding right now.
Guys are terrified of me.
Yeah,
they'll look at me and they'll eye me up and down or whatever. Mm-hmm. They will not come and talk to me because they're fucking scared.
Yeah, most of them do that, but there have been some times. I'm not gonna say I could say like maybe 5 since we've been going. I can like imagine 5 guys who probably like said something to you.
5 guys out of 13 years. 13
9
years
for me.
So. 5 guys. 9 years, 5 guys.
Right. 5 Guys Burgers. But I see a lot of hot guys, but I also just like kind of go a little boy crazy sometimes. So I'll be thinking everybody hot. And I just like, damn, that guy's hot. Fuck, he's hot. Oh, it's like, look at his legs. He's hot. And face looks like Shrek. But
I'm like, Joe, calm down.
Yeah, she do. But it's like, I'm so calm because I'm not crazy where I just actually go after them.
Yeah, you don't.
But I just be looking at him. I'd be kind of like, oh my God, it's just, oh my God, it's hot.
They're hot. They're hot.
But yeah, life is so hard. Like I wish I just could pull all those hot guys and just be like, bro, come here. But being gay is hard because you just don't know who's gay, and then you just don't want to offend anybody and have to fight somebody because you like told them they were cute.
Right.
But I thought about that the other day too because I was eating at Sweet Green, mm-hmm. and I was sitting in the window, and this like older gentleman walked by. And he kind of did a double take twice. Like he looked back at me like that. And I was just like, but I looked up and then he looked back again. Like he kept walking and he looked back some more. And then I just was on my phone. Then maybe 5 minutes later, he came up to the window with his phone and it just said, "You are beautiful." And I was like, oh, wow, thanks. And I just said, thanks. And then he walked away. And I thought like, what if I was one of those angry straight guys and I was just like, fuck.
He had gaydar.
Yeah, no, of course. But I'm saying like, it's not even about having gaydar. It's like, I just thought about how guys get mad at that.
Oh, yeah,
like,
for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like you can't hit on a guy when you're a guy because they might hit you.
Yeah, that's sad.
It is.
And
lonely. But nah, I mean, people do it all the time.
I just feel like guys should just be like, I'm flattered. I'm not into that.
Right.
And just keep it like that.
Thanks, fag. But keep that gay shit over there.
I mean, shit, that's better than getting beat up. Like,
yeah, no, for real. I mean,
and it's not. He wouldn't be saying it in an aggressive way. It's just like,
I'm all for the faggot stuff, but nah, just not over here.
Yeah, or like my brother's a fag. I'm not. But
you said what?
My brother's a fag. I'm not.
Right. Maybe I can call him for you. I don't know if you're a type, but we can check it out. You know. But
so funny.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It's just so many hot guys in the world. It's just hard sometimes to just like not just to exist, you know?
I don't know. I feel like when we go to Coachella, it's like there is hot guys there, but like they're usually with like a group of girls. Mm-hmm. Or like, you know what I'm saying? They're in like a whole friend group and then there's bitches there. And then it's
so
like,
you just don't know whose girlfriend.
I don't know, like to flirt, because then it's like, is that his girlfriend? Is that his sister? Is that his cousin? Is that the homeboy's girlfriend?
Right.
So I just stay to myself and just mind my motherfucking business. But if you are a hot guy and you want to come and say hi to me, feel free.
If you see Amber Rose at Coachella 2024 and you consider yourself hot, handsome, good looking, tall, holler at her. And if you like guys, holler at me. Yeah, so that's that. Mm-hmm. The next topic is Jennifer Lopez.
What is going on with JLO?
I think
what is happening with
I've
JLO?
seen so many funny clips of JLO in the last 2 weeks. People have just been reading her for filth. I think people are tired of her. They say that she's inauthentic.
Okay.
They say that they don't see it for her. They say she can't sing, that she used Ashanti. They say, and other people like Ashanti for their vocals, and that she's just a big hypocrite and that she's not really from the block like that. And I don't know.
Well, she's definitely from the Bronx, right?
I mean, she's definitely born and raised in the Bronx. I don't know how true. The Bronx, when I went there, seemed pretty like hood. So I don't know if the whole
very
of Bronx
hood. I used to live in the Bronx.
People from the Bronx tell me like Bronx is hood in general, but I think there's probably like nice areas, I'm guessing.
Well, I think moving up to like Mount Vernon area can get like maybe nicer, where it's like bigger houses, but it's like still in the Bronx.
Right.
If I remember correctly, I'm not too familiar. But I think I saw a clip of her walking past our house.
Yeah.
And they're like, and the guy was like, I don't know you. Who are you?
She's like, Jennifer Lopez. And he's like, who's that?
Yeah.
But like, that don't,
That doesn't mean people don't know her.
And then
though.
she's like, isn't she about 50 or something now? Like, come on. She
I would
probably
think
lived
so,
there
yeah.
so long ago. I mean, she has been on TV since she was a teenager. So she's been a kind of a famous person since she was a kid. So it's not really giving like.
I don't think teenager.
No, I saw a video. It says she was like in a movie or something like that. But
oh, really?
Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Well, I know she was like a fly girl for In Living Color, and then her first big role was Selena, obviously.
Mm-hmm. And Tommy Lee said he saw her and she was rude to him after she was the famous JLO. He said he saw her. Wait, what's his name? Tommy Lee?
The black Tommy Lee or Tommy Lee Jones?
The black Tommy Lee, not Tommy Lee Jones. Not Scarface.
Tommy Lee that was on In Living Color.
Why did I just call him Scarface? Yeah, In Living Color.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones played, what's his name in Batman? What was his name?
What? Tommy Lee Jones?
Oh my God.
What are you talking about?
Tommy Lee Jones is not the guy who was married to Angelina Jolie.
Is it? No, Tommy Lee Jones is from Men in Black.
Yeah, exactly. He played the guy with the half a face on Batman when I was a kid.
Oh.
And his son is like a hot actor. But
so why they going in? Okay,
so they're going in on JLo. They just don't see it for her. They're like, girl, the only reason people like you is because the Selena movie and Selena had just died, and that's the hype that you got.
No. Hold on. First of all, no one can play that role better than fucking Jennifer Lopez. I'm sorry.
She did a great job for sure.
She killed that shit. That was like Angela Bassett when she played Tina Turner.
Yeah, she did eat that role up.
Like she ate that shit the fuck up. You cannot take that from JLo. And at the end of the day, like, okay, she's not the greatest singer. She's not like a fucking Whitney Houston or like, yeah, it's not giving that. But at the end of the day, she made some slaps and people fuck with it.
She definitely made some slaps. If you had my love and I gave you all my trust, would you lie to me? But then she did stuff like, I guess there was this video. So she did a remake of that video during like, I think it was during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. And she was like taking off her jewelry, throwing it, and she was at the beach. She was just throwing it out, and people were like, "Girl, people are broke right now." And
if you don't pick up them diamonds,
you want people to do a challenge where they're just throwing their things off. It's like they just feel like she's like out of touch. Like, you know how a lot of celebrities can be, or rich people can be out of touch because they've been rich all their lives, and they're just like they just don't get it.
Joe. Mm-hmm. People have to understand. Like, of course she's out of touch,
right? So like
it's no shame.
They want her to just be quiet. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but that's corny. Like, you got like everyone is different. Like, she can't act like she's still Jenny from the block.
But that's what she's doing. That's how they feel she's doing. Like,
okay,
with the crazy hair, sitting like, you know, when I was a little girl, I'm my crazy hair.
So she's basically not. Hold on, she's not relatable.
Yeah,
but she's trying to act like she's relatable.
Yeah, that's what they don't like. They feel like she's like trying to be like exploiting the Bronx a little bit in a way. I saw a lot of people from the Bronx on TikTok. They're like, leave us alone. At this point, they feel like. I saw a guy from the Bronx. He's like, "We're going to sue you on behalf of the Bronx if you keep it up." So I don't. But you know,
that's
a lot of stuff is bandwagoning. You know, a lot of people just join because they're just like, "Oh, everyone's hating JLo, so let me do this too." A lot of people are like, "I've been waiting for this moment. They can't wait to see their Latina sister fall." I've just seen a lot of hate towards her, but I think like I'm not gonna say hate is warranted, but I do think when you put yourself out there in a certain way, you're allowing people to perceive you and say whatever they want to say about it. So
yes and no, because I will say that, like, regardless of how far she's come, she's still Jenny from the block. That was the whole point of the fucking, like, song, and, like, she's still Jenny from the block. So, what?
Do you think somebody, so you grew up in Philly.
Yeah.
So imagine somebody who was born in Philly and they're the same age as you, but they left when they were like 5. And they went off and had a...
But she didn't leave at 5.
But her high school people were like, girl, you was... Okay, let's say they left when they was like 14 and they lived a good life. They weren't even from the hood. But they're like, now, like, yeah, you know, I'm from Philly. But
JLo was like in her 20s by the time she left.
According to the internet, they said that she was in a movie. She was a child star and she looked really cute in her high school picture.
Okay, she was in a movie. So that don't mean shit. Everybody does low budget ass fucking movies when they coming up.
Right.
What movie was like Selena basically that movie Selena that basically gave her
that gave her stardom.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I feel you. I think that JLo's great. I think she's very talented, a very talented entertainer. I do see like when you see the clips of her, it does come off like, okay, girl, like, is this like, did you really like you really sitting here like, yeah. with the hair and stuff. It's just like it just comes off like a lot. It's like it does seem a little inauthentic, but then it's also like I don't know her.
Well, did you watch the documentary?
We need to watch it.
Okay, because I didn't watch it,
and I want to watch her movie too that she paid $20 million to make about her and Ben Affleck's love story.
Oh, I think I saw the preview for that where it was like a fucking mindfuck trip or whatever.
And everyone hates that movie too. And then she came. There's a clip of her with Ben, and they were like, he looks like he's suffering. But people always say stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And she called him Poppy or something, and it was just so funny. It was just funny.
Poppy, white Poppy, white Poppy, come here, white Poppy.
It's just hilarious, but JLO definitely did her big one. You know what I'm saying? She is a multi-millionaire. She did her thing. She ate it up.
And she from the Bronx. Like, don't fucking hate.
She's definitely from the Bronx. So it's like,
you know what? Next podcast, I'm gonna come back with some facts because I want to find out when she exactly left the Bronx. Because if it was in her 20s, she grew up in the Bronx. Period.
Exactly. Yeah. We need to like
that's
identify that because sometimes I feel like because I left Houston at 19. That like I feel like I grew up there, but I didn't have an adult life there. So it's like adults be feeling like, okay, you kind of like people be like, oh, you really from like California, like you've been there, you like came of age there as far as like growing into an adult.
I mean, I'm from Philly, right? Grew up in South Philly my whole life. Right. Regardless of what people say on the internet, I'm from the suburbs. I'm not from the fucking suburbs. I'm from the inner city of South Philly.
I've seen where she's from, and it's not the suburbs.
I'm not from the suburbs. So, but Philly, you know, made me who I am. I've been in LA for 14 years. Can I still relate to Philly on what's going on now? No, I can't. I just can't. I'm used to living in LA. My kids were born here. But it doesn't change the fact that I grew up in Philly.
Right.
So I think that, like, JLO is probably like very far removed. But I don't get the part where it's like, you know, I got my hair like this and it just reminds me of the little girl in the Bronx.
Running around.
I think she's very far removed from that because I wouldn't like. Obviously, I had hair at one point, but I wouldn't put my hair in a certain way and be like, this kind of reminds me of. I would personally be far removed from that. So I don't know. And she's been out the hood way longer than I've been out the hood. So I don't know.
It's like, was she doing dance rehearsal and she was just doing this a lot and her hair was crazy. And then she's like, oh, wow, like this is how I used to look when I was like running around in the streets. But I told you I saw a video of somebody who allegedly went to high school with her and it was like, girl, you was not running around. They said you were not running around in the streets.
Maybe when she was a kid, though.
Of course when she was a kid. That's the only thing I can imagine. Like,
and by the time you got to high school, you start brushing your hair.
Right, exactly. You had that pixie cut. But yeah, JLO, shout out to JLO. Because this is definitely, like, we definitely should do a little bit more research and, like, form our own opinion. But it's like, how can you really form an opinion when you just literally don't know? We don't know where she's from. We don't know what she did when she was a kid. We don't know if she had to struggle or not. Like,
well, maybe they say it on the documentary. Oh, yeah. So, like, next time we can come back.
That could be propaganda. You never know. It's like, oh.
I don't know if she's gonna lie about that because
that's crazy to lie. I'm like, I was poor.
But the thing of it is, like, people in that neighborhood that she probably grew up with are just gone.
Yeah, they are, exactly.
You know what I mean? So the new people are like, "Girl, we don't remember you," and it's like, well, because you wasn't here back in '93, '4, exactly. You know, whatever.
Because I definitely grew up in the hood. Like, my dad is from the hood. My mom was not so much from the hood, but she didn't grow up rich or anything. But my dad's hood was like hood, you know? So I would go there. I would even go there to this day. But, like, I can't sit here and just say I just be in the hood every day and, like, I'm, like, out on the block, you know what I'm saying? But I was a little badass kid stealing bikes and riding through the hood by myself and, like, being like under no adult supervision for hours and hours and hours and outside just doing crazy shit.
Yeah, but also things change too. Because like my niece, Latina, like she'll come and see me and she just got all these new words that they say in Philly and stuff like that. And I'm just like, what is that? What does that mean? Like it wasn't like that. So I'm far removed. I'm not gonna lie, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm from Philly.
Right, yeah.
I grew up there.
It is what it is. You can't be from nowhere else because that's where you're from.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to JLO, Jennifer Lopez.
Shout out to JLO, girl. You fucking killed Selena. You did so many amazing movies. You created slaps, regardless if you could sing or not. Like, who fucking cares? At the end of the day, she did that shit, and she performed live, and she made a shitload of money for her and her family. So,
and they said, "Now my Diddy."
Oh, she didn't.
She said, "Who's that?" Diddy who?
She said, child, I love.
I knew a Puff Daddy, but I don't know a Diddy. Oh, the Alpha Male Boot Camp thing. Okay, so we just watched a YouTube video, and I guess there's an Alpha Male Boot Camp where if you're not an alpha male, if you feel like you're a weak man and you want to be strong and you want to be a man, you can pay $18,000 to some people to yell at you, berate you, make you work out, spit on you.
Sounds weak to me.
Put water in your face while you're
very
working
weak.
out. And honestly, it sounds homoerotic a little bit to me because, like, anytime I see
like wrestling in the mud with their penises.
Because I've seen like guys who are in the who are in like the armed forces, like the army or whatever that's called, the Marines and everything. And they're always talking about how like a lot of people, it's a lot of gay sex going on because it's just like men together, and it's just like, you know, men just want to fuck. So to me, it just
that's all that's available.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So
it's
to
like
me,
JLO.
it gives homoerotic a little bit. It's like you want to go. It's like everybody has their shirt off. You're in the mud. People are like grabbing on your ankles and stuff and pulling you. It's like,
can I get an invite?
Right. But 18K is crazy.
No, 18K is crazy. But I will say, like, that doesn't make you an alpha male. It really doesn't. It's not going to change nothing. If you're just a weak-minded man, you're a weak man. It doesn't matter how many muscles you have, how much boot camp you go to, people berating you and screaming at you. 72 hours is not going to fucking change that.
I hope it's not 18K for 72 hours.
Yeah, it says 72 hours.
That's wild.
Like, you're not going to change that. If you have a fucking weak mind, that's what's wrong with society right now. So many men are so weak that are fucking, like, everything collapsed. That's why women have masculine energy. That's why women are like, Cheesecake Factory, what? I'm not going there. What are you going to do for me? I want first class flights. I want a 5-star restaurant. Because for so many years, women have submitted to dustiness, okay? And weak men. And if women felt safe around strong men, like mentally strong men, you wouldn't have masculine women. It literally would not be a thing because women would be like, you know what? I trust you to protect me.
Right.
I trust you to provide so I can stay at home and like take care of the kids and we can have a family. But there's no trust. The trust is gone because these men are fucking weak.
Yeah.
Not all men.
Yeah, of course not.
But most men. And that's why, you know, women act like this. So no 72-hour fucking boot camp is going to change that you're a weak bitch.
It's really not. I mean, it might. But the reason they're doing it seems great because it says make you stronger mentally, make you be more connected to your family. That sounds great, but I just don't know.
How?
Like, I feel like you can just do that by like being alone and thinking about it versus like going and being
those motherfuckers need therapy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
that shit is not going to work because at the end of the day, men that really go to boot camp and go to war have PTSD.
Right.
That's not gonna fucking change anything. You getting drugged down a fucking hill
right.
and getting your ass beat and shit is not gonna be like, oh, I came home and I'm just a better man for my wife and I'm not gonna cheat and beat her ass anymore or whatever case, whatever reason you're there.
A weak ass man. And actually, men who be having PTSD sometimes come home and beat their women. So
period.
It's like, but I don't.
And be on alcohol and drugs and like they just need. You know,
because the war fucks people up seriously, and just being in those situations, even the ones that don't go to war, they be fucked up too. So yeah, alpha male boot camp seems crazy. I guess that's like women's retreats, and when the women pay a lot of money to go be better women and learn how to serve their men. And
serve their men. That's ridiculous. If you go on a retreat, I'm trying to see if this the
food,
the Panda Express is coming. No, I think that if you go somewhere and you get mental help to be stronger,
right.
Being physically strong is not the only strong that you need to be.
Right. You're not getting physically strong in 72 hours anyways.
You're not.
So I think that sounds fun, like a little weird experiment to do, but I don't know if it's really. I want to see the testimonials after, like, yeah, I went home and I took charge and this and that. And it's like you spent your savings on that. Now your family can't go to vacation for the next 3 years because you wanted to.
Because you're a selfish cunt.
You're like, I'm gonna go be a man.
Ugh.
Yeah, honey, I'm home.
That's why I'm single.
Looking ass. That's
What's
why you're
next?
single.
Yes. That's why I'm single. Please.
Well, you heard about all those Boeing planes, the sides blowing off of them, tires falling off of the planes when they just took off.
Oh my God.
I can't imagine. Like, I can't imagine. I'll be buckled up on that motherfuckers. I'll be damned if I get sucked out of a fucking plane and that's my last time on this earth. That's too much. Like, you're getting sued. So basically, the what's his name? The CEO,
Boeing?
the boss and CEO of Boeing. Wait, where's his name at? It just says Boeing CEO steps down. This guy doesn't have a name. Is it hidden?
Well, because all of those planes are refurbished from the 50s. That's why you get on an airplane and it still has like the ashtrays, but it's like do not smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Because you used to be able to smoke.
Right.
So they just keep the skeleton of the plane and then they just add shit onto the skeleton.
Right. Which is crazy.
And try to make it look new, but they're all refurbished from like the fucking 60s.
Right, which is crazy that you just had people on a plane being smoked out and they didn't want to be.
With newborn babies.
That's crazy. His name is Dave Calhoun. So Dave Calhoun, we're on your ass, buddy.
He got money.
Right.
What's his number?
On my birthday, March 25th, CEO Dave Calhoun announces he will step down at the end of 2024. So he will continue getting that check until December. He said, I don't give a pay me my money. I don't
care. These planes is falling apart.
And so it also says right here, John Barnett is a former Boeing quality control manager, died from what appears to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Wait, what?
He died from what appears to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. John Barnett. He's a former Boeing quality control manager. So he's one of the people who's supposed to like check the planes, make sure like they're not going to blow up.
And he committed suicide?
That's what it says. It appears that way.
Oh my God.
So did he commit suicide because he knows something? Or was he killed because he knows something? There's always some kind of conspiracy going on. Whenever there's billions of dollars at play, people will kill you. No shit.
Yeah.
They will.
Fuck.
So that's crazy.
Scary.
Could you imagine being on that plane when the side of it just popped off?
Oh my God, no.
No, I can't.
No, I would never get on a plane ever again.
When we land, I'll be like, oh, I made it. I'm suing. Like I'm about to be so fucking rich.
I'm like that now when we just land in general.
No,
seriously.
Just like, no, planes are, I don't, like, short flights are cool. They are. When I was landing back in LA, the plane had like turbulence at the end. But I'll really be trying to act like I don't care. But on the inside, I'll be like,
shaking and shit.
But I'm like, this is normal. This is normal. This is normal. But it's like, it's not normal that the plane's like.
It is. It's just air pockets.
Nah, it is. But that's why I try to sit at the front, because they say the closer you sit to the front, like the less turbulence you feel.
They said the back is the safest.
Really? Like as if the plane crashes because it'll go nose first or whatever?
I think if anything happens, the back is just the safest.
Why do I always think that if you're in something that's falling from high, like let's say you're in a plane and it's about to crash, why in my head, logically, do I feel like right before it hits the ground, if you jump up, and then it hits and then you hit it afterwards, it's like you kind of like...
That is so stupid. That is so dumb.
Like in my head, logically, that just makes a lot of sense. Like it's like if something's about to hit the ground right before you hit it, you jump off of it, and so where you fall from is less.
It's not even enough time, Joe.
I know it's not, but logically in my head, I feel like, oh my God, I can do this. I can jump.
Yeah, there's not enough time, babe.
Okay, so just imagine if you're like, let's say if you're falling.
Just like think of turbulence, right? The reason why they tell you to keep your seatbelt on is because if the plane goes like this, you're going to hit the ceiling. Right, you're going to break your fucking neck. So keep your seatbelt on.
But let's say you're in a plane and it's crashing, but the plane's open, but you're on top of something. And then like, you're like, you see the ground. So you jump up into the air right before whatever you're on hits the ground. And then like, you don't have as much, like, it's not like you came from all the way up there. It's like you just jumped. So now you're just coming.
You couldn't even gauge the height of the jump.
I mean, you wouldn't be able to.
You wouldn't be able to gauge it. Do you know how fast planes are?
You see the ground. You better jump. Like, okay, I know I'm wrong. I know I'm totally.
You would literally, you'd be like, okay, it's down to 13 feet. Like, but once you say that, you're already dead. It's gonna blow up.
Wait, look. Oh, Chelsea says that you're supposed to do that if you're in an elevator falling. See, I knew I wasn't making up stuff.
Oh,
and the guy was a whistleblower from and he died on his last day of his deposition. So they killed that man.
Oh, they killed that motherfucker.
They killed him. So like, if you're in an elevator and it's falling, make sure you jump before that motherfucker hit the ground. You'll be saved.
Damn.
That's crazy though. They be killing people like they don't even care.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't. And it's
because once you cover it up, it has to be proven. So you can't prove it. It's like just a cold case.
Yeah, that's like I just saw a whole case about a cop who killed his wife, tried to make it like a suicide, but the time he said that he heard gunshots didn't match up with the time the neighbors heard the gunshots. So obviously, automatically, you start to suspect him. But his dad was a sheriff. He knew, like, his
all
cop
the cover up shit.
Got on the stand for him, said his wife was crazy. She ended up not dying. So that's why I was like, okay. But she didn't remember what happened to her. She was just like, she thought she got in a car accident. So she gagged. But
can you text Bash and tell him the food is at the door?
Yeah, let me text him. He said, hello, Joey. Can I Instacart snacks, Joey? Oh my God.
But I don't have one text from him because he knows that you be spoiling them.
Exactly.
Uncle Joey spoils the kids.
That's what uncles are for. It's like, go to your mama when you want to get disciplined. I be telling him no to stuff. I'm like, bro, you know too much now. Calm down. I said, the food's at the door, LOL. Go grab it, buddy. But so Boeing is killing people. No, let me stop. Oh my God.
Aren't most planes, commercial planes, Boeing?
A lot of them are, I think. I don't know about like most though, but
I think it's most. If you look at the ticket, it'll say Boeing something.
Mm-hmm. These are all the ones that, they do. I've been looking too because it was like specifically the Boeing 737
or like
Max
Airbus
9.
Something.
Specifically the 737 Max 9. That was the one that like the body of the plane had got ripped off. Then the another one was forced to cancel.
Wait, hold on. Did those people survive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They survived because they had their seatbelts on. If they didn't, they would have got sucked out of the plane.
Oh wow,
that's scary. A Boeing 757 lost a wheel during takeoff. After audits, FAA cleared then they cleared the path for them to fly because it's like it just be people throwing around their money and being like, bro, just pass this. It's like, bro, how about you just worry about people's safety and actually
stop putting tape on the wing. I saw a picture. There was like a bunch of good silver tape on the wing.
Right. Spirit should use this and be like, so y'all be coming at us. Y'all need to come at them damn Boeings.
Right.
I took a Spirit flight to New Orleans from Houston because it was only an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I was too tall for the seats. Like when I sat in the seat, literally my knee was on the back of the seat. It didn't matter if I sat up straight or if I slouched. And it's a very narrow seat and it has two metal things on the back of it. So it was like, it was
like
painful.
Brace yourself in case it crashes.
Not even that. Just like something, I guess like just like construction for the seat. Luckily, the plane wasn't full, so the person next to me got their ass up and moved. So I gave this very much, but I was like, whoa, you guys don't care about people over 6'2", I guess.
Oh my God.
It wasn't really nice. But they have 8 seats in the front. They call it the big seats. It literally says big seat across them.
And how big?
They are big. They're like probably as wide as this chair is right now. It's pretty big, but it's like, bro, I would never fly from there for more than an hour.
First class on Spirit?
First class. $92 for a seat.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I've never been on a Spirit flight.
But they made me pay. You have to pay for all the seats. It's kind of crazy. That's how they get you. People think they're getting a cheap flight, but it's like
you gotta pay for the luggage. You gotta pay for everything.
Then it turns out to be just as much as like another flight because they put all that in the flight. But the seats are better because the seats on Spirit were kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie, and they don't recline.
They don't?
No.
Oh no! See the way my back is set up, I can't.
I can. I was like, for 1 hour was crazy. But seats on plane, I don't get why planes just aren't comfortable in general. Like people are sitting down, make the shit comfortable.
Yeah, well, because they want to pack us in there, so
I
they
get
can
that. And then they want you to pay for first class.
Mm-hmm.
I understand, but it's like at least the economy and the economy plus. The seats are not bad, but I just feel like when they're straight up, even when you recline them, it just don't feel comfy. It's just something about it.
It don't.
Like, can y'all get those chairs that they got at the nail salon with the massage thing?
Yeah, the only thing that's comfortable is like obviously like Emirates or like American first class, like international from like here to New York. You know, where it like lays out as a bed or whatever.
That seat is classic.
Yeah, that seat is great.
That seat is lovely.
And it's like, can I have some champagne,
right. You're like,
please? Yeah, I'll take the steak, not the chicken.
Up, with your blanket.
Yeah, I got your blanket, your pillow. You got all the movies you want to watch. You can order cookies or whatever you want.
Once you fly first class, it's just like, I just don't want to go back. I just can't. No, don't put me back there.
Nah, for real.
What else is there? The Murdaugh murders. I'm not gonna lie. I saw about this like a while ago, so I don't remember. I just remember they were like redheads. So
I watched that documentary, and basically, if I remember correctly, the son was just like a little. He was kind of like douchey, like you know, kind of like I can get drunk, I can do whatever I want. My father and my grandfather's above the law. And then he got into like this boat accident, and his friend died, and I think the family covered it up. And then the son just kept getting into trouble. Like shit just kept happening. And then the dad wind up killing the son. And I think the mom was there and kind of witnessed it. So then he had to kill the mom. too, which was his wife.
He didn't think he could just pull her to the side and be like, look, babe, I know you just saw something crazy, but like, he was fucking up.
I mean, or just not kill your son.
Definitely don't kill your son, for sure. But why add the wife to it? Like, damn.
Yeah, because I think she was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He didn't give a fuck about her.
And it was just like, girl, I need to kill this little motherfucker. So
he was like, damn, babe.
You had to walk up and now.
He's like, babe, why you? Damn, now I gotta kill. Okay, all right.
Now I gotta kill both y'all.
That's crazy. That's wild. And now he's going to jail for 40 years.
Yeah, which is kind of fucked up because it's like, I understand why judges give like 200 something years, even though it's not realistic, because for the family members, you're like, yeah, motherfucker, you're going to rot. You're going to rot. You got 200 years. Fuck you. So 40 years is kind of a slap in the face to kill two people. Yeah. Even though he's old, he's going to die in there.
Yeah. I don't get
he's like in his 60s, so it's over for him.
It just always depends on like the state you're in. Because it seems like murder is just not that big of a deal to most states. It seems like they're just like, okay, well, like you're still alive, so we're going to focus on you and not the dead person. We're going to think about how you're affected by this now. So let's not give them too much time. I just feel like if someone murders people in cold blood, they should just go to jail forever anyways.
Yeah.
But I get, it's like, tax dollars.
Well, I also think some people deserve to die too.
Yeah, it depends what you did. I guess I can't fully say like I can say who deserves to die or not, but some stuff you just do just seems like
I can. Somebody fucking comes up and shoots your mom in the head, and you're right there, and then you
deserve to kill you.
Yeah, and then you shoot them in the head and they die. Do you deserve to go to jail?
No, not really.
That's what I'm saying. Like certain shit, it's just like, bro, that's why like Texas, Florida.
But then it's like they
tell you keep a fucking gun. Somebody come and fuck with you, it's over with.
Yeah, I get it. But it's like it just depends. They definitely should handle it better. Because like then if the justice system handles things better, people probably wouldn't want to take justice into their own hands. Like if I knew somebody who killed my mother was gonna go to jail forever or get a death penalty, I wouldn't feel like I need to go kill them myself. Because it's like, bro, handle that. Handle that.
Somebody fuck with my kids.
No, yeah. It's like if I was I would definitely like very much inflict pain on someone who like hurt my family.
Yep, and I would smile in my mugshot.
I would sleep like a baby. I would try not to get caught though. I would definitely put on a mask and just pop up, and I would like walk like a different person, and just for the cameras, like make myself smaller, and just get them in an alley somewhere.
Yeah,
with a bat.
I'd be like, oh my god, I would never hurt a fly. I mean, even though they hurt my kids, I still wouldn't. I'm not capable.
I'm glad that happened to them.
Yeah, all right.
I don't care.
I'm like,
I'm glad that happened to them. Like, who cares? And I ain't do it either. Prove it, bitch. No.
Prove it. Exactly. You can't prove it? Okay, like, quit talking to me.
I don't even walk like that. Like, he ain't even got a bald spot on the side of his head. Like,
shut up.
Murdaugh was the last thing on the list. I don't think I skipped. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I skipped Jon Stewart. It says that Jon Stewart revealed why his show, The Problem with Jon Stewart, with Apple TV ended abruptly back in October. After running for 2 seasons, it ended abruptly when working with Apple TV Plus on his show. Okay, Apple TV executives were blocking certain guests and subjects, such as AI in China, from coming on the show. So I guess they didn't want him talking about China and AI. John went back to The Daily Show shortly after. He revealed this in an interview with Federal Trade Commission Chair Lina Khan. Khan and the FTC have sued Amazon and Meta for monopolizing U.S. business.
Ugh, Jon Stewart is such a liberal.
John had her on and revealed that Apple had previously blocked them from interviewing her on their platform. Well, that's not cool that they were blocking him from interviewing.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I don't know.
So that means that
I'm not really a fan of Jon Stewart.
So you're happy that they were blocking him from interviewing?
No, I think fair is fair and unfair is unfair. So I'm not happy about that at all. Yeah. I don't really agree with his views on a lot of things. Some things I feel like there's some things, even like let's say like there's a psychopath or something. Like I think some psychopaths have valid points. I think some religious people have valid points. I think some whoever politicians on either side have valid points. I don't agree fully with anyone, right?
Well, yeah.
But someone like Jon Stewart is just like, I don't know. I'm not really a fan.
Well, they say a broken clock is right twice a day.
That's what I mean.
So it's like, yeah, of course, anybody can make a valid point at any time. That's like when they be like, right message, wrong messenger. It's like,
yeah, but some people are so stuck on like exactly what they believe in, they don't open their mind up or just their ears to hear a different opinion.
Yeah, but if somebody harmed
and I like to learn and grow. So like,
if somebody harmed your family, you wouldn't have nothing to listen to them about, though.
No, I'm talking about he talks about politics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not like that.
I was just being an asshole.
Yeah, you were.
But yeah, I need to pay more attention to stuff like that. I'm not really that great with like paying attention to people and stuff. Like I'll be in my own little world.
I follow a lot of political pages and stuff. So like I'll see a lot of different views on things from both sides. So, you know, that's why I'm like kind of up on a lot of shit.
What do you think about Candace Owens? She just got posted in a picture. I think it was like, I don't know if it was like some kind of bridal shower or something. And it's like all white women and her.
I mean, maybe it was like from her husband's side. Her husband's white. So.
Probably, yeah. She probably was just at the family picnic.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like that. The whole race thing for me is like being a product of an interracial like marriage. I like people that mix it up and date whoever they want. I really don't care about that shit. I think a lot of people get so stuck on like staying with your own kind and all that shit. I think like it just prolongs racism. Like if we just all shut the fuck up and let people love each other, who cares?
Yeah, I think that racism prolongs racism, but I do think like obviously having a problem with people being in interracial relationships is like unnecessary. It's just like who cares? Like let people fall in love with whoever they want to. But I was just wondering, Dr. Umar, he said that, you know, men who date white women they're like, what did he call them? What do you call them?
Snow bunny lovers or something.
Yeah, he said, "Are you a snow bunny or are you a?" Well, what did he ask that guy on Joe Budden's podcast? He was like, "Are you a snow?" But he didn't ask him if he's a snow bunny, but it was like,
"Oh, it's a snow bunny crisis." He says,
yeah.
"Are you a part of the snow bunny crisis or something?"
Damn, it was something a bunny hopper.
Oh, okay.
Are you a bunny hopper? I wonder what he refers to, like a black woman who are they bunny hoppers too?
Probably.
Okay, I was just wondering what would Candace
like.
Owens
So
think?
I've had like a maybe almost a 2-hour long conversation with Dr. Umar over the phone because I want him on the podcast.
Right.
And
now they're gonna say she fucked Dr. Umar.
No, oh my God, I'm not black enough for Dr. Umar.
Well, I thought he said like if you have a little bit of black, you're black.
I guess I don't know.
You're black.
I'm gonna have to ask him.
I think if you're biracial, you're biracial. That's what I think. I think like that's just the fact of the matter. Like,
yeah, well, that's the whole point. Like people just they make you pick a side, and that's weird. I don't like that. But yeah, I mean, listen, very, very smart, super nice, super intelligent. Wasn't an asshole. Wasn't being weird. None of that. Like I actually really enjoyed that conversation with Dr. Umar because, although there's a lot of things that we don't agree on, there were certain things that we did agree on. And I thought it was great. It was kind of like the, you know, pre-conversation to like getting him on the podcast and stuff. But yeah, I would say that I disagree with him saying that, you know, Black people should just stick together regardless of where they are in the world, that they should only date each other. I think that in itself is being racist because you're also limiting.
Maybe it's not racist because I feel like racism is like there's a specific definition that goes with racism. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, racism is feeling superior as a race.
No, I think racism is more like when it's like you're actually doing stuff to like take another race down. You're like
being racist is feeling like your race is superior.
You might be right, but I don't think that you feel that it's superior just because you want it to stay intact. I think that just means you don't want to lose Black people from the world.
He thinks that Black people are superior.
But I don't think Black people. I think Black people are amazing. I don't think Black people are more superior than any other race. I think everybody can be superior, but I think that like I also agree with like not just like. I think like it's cool if you're a Black person and you want to be with a Black person. Like I think that's
right, but that's an option.
Yeah,
he's basically saying like it shouldn't be an option. It should just be what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
so like if you're a Black person and you only like to date other Black people, great.
Yeah.
But if you find a white person or a Hispanic person or something, you're like, I kind of really like this person. You should be open to that as well.
Yeah, I get that. I feel like you should be open to it, but I feel like if you're like procreating and stuff, and then you're like, oh, Like, I feel like, my thing be like with black men, or not even, I feel like it's black men mostly, because black women do date interracially and have interracial children, but they don't go off and be like, this is my black family. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's no longer a black family if you got with another race of person and now your children are biracial. It's not a black family anymore. That's just how I feel. So I do think that.
But you don't think that all that conversation, like all of those conversations, like perpetuates more racism?
No, because it's not saying that you can't work with white people, or that you don't like white people, or that you won't be friends with them. It's just saying, like, I just want to have a black baby.
No, not that part. I mean, the part where it's just like.
And I'm sorry, there's more than white people in the world, but everything just turns to black and white, because it's just like literally, the country was like black and white, I feel like, at one point.
Well, there's more Hispanics here now.
But I'm saying like at the beginning of it, like with slaves and white people, pretty much. I mean, I know there was obviously more than that, but it was like, it's giving white or black, it's giving pick a side.
Yeah. I mean, look, I just feel like in 2024, who gives a fuck? Like, even just those conversations alone make everything harder for everyone.
I definitely get that.
It's like, if you have a preference, you have a preference. But to say like, that should just be it because you're black and you have to procreate with other black people. Yeah, and if a woman's like, hey, I'm black, I can't find any eligible bachelors that are black in my area or wherever. Yeah. Dr. Umar's answers is go to the Caribbean, go to Africa, go to Europe, find black men over there.
Somebody traveling,
and it's like,
I don't like motherfuckers with accents. But no, I don't agree with that. I think
people just love who they want. We would all be more at peace if we just stopped giving a fuck about all that shit.
That's honestly the same as people who like get online and talk about how you should be in your relationship, like how a relationship should be, when it's like you should just find somebody that you rock with and that rocks with you, and y'all should have whatever y'all going on, 50-50 or not 50-50 or whatever the fuck, 75-30,
for y'all.
Whatever the fuck works for you. So it's like, I do think like, I do like the idea of, because like there's like obviously not many black people, and like I guess like I'm in the world right now, so it's like I guess I shouldn't really know or feel any type of way about how the world will be in 100 years because I won't be here. But then I'm just like okay, I don't want black people to just disappear off the face of the earth because everyone's biracial now. But then I'm like, I guess I don't care. It's
going to happen for everybody, Joe.
Is it?
It's not going to be no pure white people. It's not going to be pure black people. Maybe. It's not going to be pure. I mean, maybe it might take 200, 300 years.
But there's like,
everybody's mixing.
But everyone does that though. You do like Mexicans do that. They like only be with a Mexican. Chinese people only be with Chinese. Like everyone does that. So I'm just like, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's more so like for black people, it's like you shouldn't think that way. You should just like mix. Like it's not a big deal. But I do think people should just do whatever they want. Like at the end of the day.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. If you think that you want to just be with a black person and you're a black person, then you should do that.
Right.
But it shouldn't. I guess all I'm saying is that there shouldn't be a stigma if you do want to try something else. It shouldn't be like you're going against your culture, or you hate black people now, or you're anti-black because you're dating outside your race. Well, I think that you should just do what you want to do.
So what do you think about the people who are like black power, black this, black that, and then they like not with a black person?
It's like my milk of magnesia.
Like I feel like that.
It's like I'm not swine, my brother.
Right. It's like I'm not even 100% against that. It does give kind of like JLO rocking around with her crazy hair and being like, yeah, I'm from the Bronx and da-da-da. It kind of gives that to me. It's like, if you think so much about black people and their rights or whatever, but you don't give it a black person, it kind of does give a little while. But I guess you could still feel
No, it doesn't. I disagree.
It's like
with
a slight for me. It's like, I'm not saying 100%, but I feel like there's a slightness in there that's just like, okay, like you didn't even choose to be with a black person.
I think once you stop, I think all of that is racism.
Yeah, I don't.
All of that is racism.
But that's what I'm saying. You just said racism is thinking you're superior, but I don't think it's
being a racist.
Yeah, racism is part of being a racist.
No, yeah, but racism is still the conversations of like, can't really be pro-black unless you date a black person. No, because I'm saying you can.
But I'm saying you can be pro-black, but I'm just saying you still chose yourself not to live a black life and be with a black person. and have a black family.
But you're black.
So it's like, how black power can you be if you're black and you're like,
yeah, but you're black. You can still be black power.
Your kids aren't black. So
I mean, they are. They're mixed.
They're mixed. They're biracial. They're white and black, or they're Chinese and black, or they're Japanese
but wouldn't
and black,
that be? Isn't that more of a step forward than just saying I'm pro-black and like
MLK? I guess it is a step forward.
Well, MLK was fucking white bitches. Everybody knows that.
He was, and he wanted. That's why he really wanted them black girls and them white boys. The little black boy and a little white girl can hold hands and grow up and fuck. And let me stop.
That's terrible.
I don't even know, but I did see that he was dating white women. But my thing is,
so was Malcolm X. Malcolm X was fucking mad white bitches.
No, he was.
Yeah.
My thing is like, I'm gay though, so like I never even consider myself like part of the conversation because I feel like it's like when you're. Well, I do want to procreate and have a child, but I feel like it's different when you're a straight man and a straight woman. I feel like there is a thing when you're black and it's like, okay, having a black child and bringing a black person into the world versus being like, I'm so into black people. I'm so this for black people, but then you have a completely child that like don't even look black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel like Candace Owens tries to tell the truth about, you know, the what's going on in the black community.
Yeah, she does.
And she has a white husband. Yes, it doesn't change the fact that she's black. She will forever be black till the day she dies.
She definitely is black, and she's a typical black too. She's like one of those girls that looks like a black girl who probably had like her hair was probably like fucked. Like, like
you said what?
You know, like she just gives me like a black girl for real. Like they're probably
she's a black woman. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, she gives that, but she definitely got her a white billionaire and said, "Fuck y'all niggers."
Oh my God, Joe. This is why me and Joe be arguing because I'm so for like everyone just loving each other and being happy.
I've seen her say some stuff that was obviously like good and logical about black people. I don't think she just be lying about stuff.
Yeah.
And I do think black people, our feelings be hurt.
Trust me, I don't agree with everything.
No, definitely not. And I think black people, our feelings just be hurt a lot of times about shit. And we're very emotional. And we're just like, we go off emotions a lot of times versus just being logical and being like, okay, that's true. Like, that is true. It's just like, we take everything as an attack.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I can see that.
It's like, it's hard to get out of that mentality. It really is. It's not easy.
No, I can see that. And I think that's where like, I think a lot of the left and like the Democrats and the liberals, they play on the heartstrings of black people. You know what I mean? They constantly talk about race. They constantly talk about white supremacy. They make black people feel like white people are still holding them back. And that's just not the case. There's black people that are flourishing and like making millions of dollars or thousandaires or 100,000aires or their own companies. What?
Maybe it's not white people specifically, but it's just like if white supremacy like literally took over the world, I would say that there's still some stuff that's in place that is holding black people back. Now, I'm not saying black people aren't also holding ourselves back by being, you know, criminals a lot of times and killing each other and going to jail and being absent fathers and stuff like that. But I just can't sit here and just act like, I do think, you know, trauma does travel. You know what I mean? Like, it does.
Well, then you would have to say that, like, okay, how did American, let's just say white people treat Asian people back in the 40s?
Yeah, they treated them bad. But they also
Asian people aren't.
But they also gave. But like that's what I'm saying. They treated black people worse, though. That's my point. And they still like Asian people could still go to the bank and during those times and get loans and stuff like, and black people couldn't. So.
But I'm saying that America, went to Vietnam. All right, guys. Well, that's our episode for I Hope You're Not Listening. We just cut out a whole segment of me and Joe arguing about race, but we do this often, and maybe one day we'll put it on the podcast.
I think
it got heated, y'all. It got really heated.
It wasn't really even that heated.
It really was. It really was because Joe be delusional.
You got heated.
That's fine. You're watching. I Hope They're Not Listening. Until next time.
Bye. Racism exists.